Hello, everybody. Again, happy Tuesday, right? And happy 1st of March. Today, I kind of want to talk about something that I think a lot of people get stuck on or in with their marketing, which is just the fear of it as a whole, right? The fear of marketing is something that a lot of us deal with, especially when starting our businesses. But I think it's something that continues because I would say, each year something changes in our marketing strategy, or we find something that works. Maybe the last year it worked, and then this year it's not working. So we're having to pivot again. Marketing is something that's super fun to me because you're always having to learn something new and be prepared for those pivots, right? Be prepared to change, be prepared to kind of open yourself up to that vulnerability of knowing that no matter how big your business grows, you always need to be innovating. And that to me, I think is really exciting with the marketing as a whole, because when you innovate, that's how your business really grows, right? That's how you make an impact. That's how you change. And it's something that not a lot of us like to do, right? As human beings, we like to be comfortable. We like to stay in this space where we're like, hey, I feel good and I don't want to feel not good. So I'm going to stay here. And I think we get too comfortable in our businesses. So we do that too with our marketing. Excuse me. We do that with our sales. And it's something that is pretty normal as human beings, honestly. And like I even catch myself doing that, right? In certain spaces where I catch myself getting too comfortable in things, or I don't want to try something new, or I'm like, well, I know this works, so I don't want to try something that maybe doesn't work. You're not alone. But again, that's also where being fearless, right? We're in fear of marketing and then trying to transfer into being fearless of our marketing. It's a scary transition, and it's something that not of a lot of us know how to do, because to be fearless in something, we feel we have to know it very well, like be an expert in it, right? We have to think to ourselves, oh, to be fearless, I need to have X, Y, and Z. But to be fearless in your marketing is really to just have confidence in yourself and in your business. And for me, that's something I really love talking about often, because we just don't look at ourselves in the manner of where we're giving ourselves like positive type of like confidence, right? Every day. It's not normal for us to go every day and wake up and have gratitude for ourselves, gratitude for our success, gratitude for our business. I mean, that depends, right? Normally we do, but a lot of our gratification in life is gratification towards like other things or other people. And we forget to do that within ourselves. And so, something that I've realized with people who have fearless marketing tactics is it's because they have that confidence in themselves. Now, it doesn't mean that you can't be shy. It doesn't mean that you have to be like gregarious or an outgoing person to be fearless in your marketing. It just means that you have the confidence within yourself and your business to see success. And so that's something that I love to be able to talk about, especially on these Q&As, like the process of how to move through these really scary emotions in business and see success from them. And it's really awesome because, we work with obviously different levels of clientele. When I first started my agency, we were working with brand new businesses just like ourselves. Because even though I worked in corporate places and, lots of money and helped them manage their, social media or marketing within their businesses, I didn't feel it was as relevant to my small businesses. And now that I look back on it, I wasn't giving myself enough credit, to the point of what I was just saying, where we don't look at our own inner skills and our own just like inner worth at times. And I think that does really affect our marketing and the growth of our business. Because if there's one thing that I see with successful business owners, it's that they believe in themselves, right? Even when they fail, even when things aren't going well, that belief doesn't disappear, right? So if there's one thing I challenge you guys to do in this last month of the quarter, is have a little bit more belief in yourself. Give yourself a little bit more gratitude and credit, whether that's waking up every day and saying, 3 things that you love about yourself, whether that's making time during the day to journal about the good things that you did in that day. It really will change your perspective. And it's not something that should be looked at as like, oh, I'm just trying to be like gratifying to myself and not give credit to other people. It really just helps you find the confidence in, okay, this is what I need to share with the world, right? When we have confidence within ourselves, we can share that confidence of our business, right? And we can share that within our business. So, whether you're a product based business owner or whether you are a service provider, you bring a lot of value just individually, right? That's what makes all of our businesses different. I have multiple clients in the boutique field. And they all have different techniques and they all have different imagery and they all have different voices. And so, even though I have a really big like kind of I would say niche in that space, especially for advertising, all of them are so different that I never feel like, oh, we're posting the same thing for, multiple of our clients, or this doesn't seem too unique. Each of them are so unique. And that's really the exciting part. It's also the challenging part because you'll be doing like the same technique for, let's say, one boutique, and that technique will not work for another because their audience is different, right? And it's really the fun part of marketing. So you need to be willing to kind of dive into being comfortable with yourself or becoming more comfortable with yourself and the belief that, hey, I do know what I'm doing and I can be successful, but I have to share that a little bit more. And I think being fearless in your marketing, it's something where you have to understand we're all going to make mistakes. So it's understanding that you don't have to be perfect with your content, with your copy, with your emails, getting your website up. It doesn't have to be perfect. It has to work, and you have to continue to understand that you need to continue to tweak it, right? To improve it when you find different things that work better. But just getting it out there is really what's going to help you guys grow. And what I love about organic marketing as a whole is it's something that really, in the long run, transforms your whole business, right? Because people start to remember, oh, she's, shows up every Tuesday at 4 p.m. Oh, she's doing XYZ. Oh, she gave me this for free. So I learned how to do this. All of these things compile and they add up to where people start to buy your products, to where people start to buy your services without you having to have really any interactions with them. And organic is the long-term game for your business. It's what you need to build so the foundation of your business as you grow continues to have people that you don't have to always be going out there and doing new things to get them, right? To get them into your space. Um, Obviously, what I love about paid advertising is it's a space that you can reach your ideal customer, right? It's not where you're posting something in it. It could be your Aunt Joe, and she's not going to buy anything because she's your aunt, and she expects all the discounts, right? You know that it's actually hitting somebody who finds what you are selling relevant, and it's a quicker way to see sales. Now, is it a less expensive way? I don't know the answer to that, right? Because sometimes going organic takes you a really long time, which means it costs you a lot more money. But something that I really love about people who are willing to invest in their business in paid advertising is they're actually able to kind of facilitate quicker knowledge of what's working and what's not, right? So they don't have to sit 6 months in their organic marketing strategy and say, okay, that's how I'm going to give myself 6 months to see what's working and what's not. We can give ourselves 1 month and we can say, okay, this audience, this creative, this whatever is working or is not working. And that's pretty valuable when you think of over 6 months of your time to 1 month of your time, right? Even if you're paying for that support. So that's something I really like to kind of focus on, and understanding that no matter whether you have lots of time for organic marketing, or no matter whether you're investing in support in advertising, whichever advertising kind of floats your boat based off of obviously your industry and your business, it's something that you have to not be afraid to fail with, right? For me, marketing is something that we can't really fail, just like fail in, because we're always learning something new. We're always figuring out something that doesn't work or does work for our customer slash clientele. And that's something that I think is really, really important to the growth aspect of things, right? Is you have to understand that without failure, there's no growth. Because if we were to always be good at something, we wouldn't know that we were good at it, right? And as a business owner, whether you're brand new or whether you've been in business, 5+ years, you start to realize and learn how much support you need, and just like being reassured that what you're doing is right. And I have to say, if you're failing, you're doing something right in your business. Because I fail all of the time, and look at where we're at, 2.5 years in the process. So it's something that I can't speak to enough. Also, something to think about doing to be fearless in your marketing is really collaborating with other people who have your audience, right? It may be scary. Maybe it's going on podcasts. Maybe it's doing live videos like this to your people. Maybe it's, just showing up in a space that makes you a little bit uncomfortable more, because when you do that, you're allowing yourself to be vulnerable, which allows you to actually connect with your customers and clients much easier. The vulnerability is what gets me excited, and it's something that we're starting a podcast, and it's something that I'm getting used to doing because I'm used to videos, I'm used to talking to people, but just like voice wise talking, that's a little uncomfortable to me. I don't know why, but I love being able to see like facial expressions and see people, so that's why I like video. But when it comes to just voice, that is a harder thing for me to enjoy. But again, I'm pushing myself because I know the things that I can train and teach on through my podcast are going to be really valuable to people who are wanting to start businesses or who already have businesses and are like, oh my gosh, I haven't tried that. So even though I'm feeling vulnerable and I'm feeling that fear, I'm going in it with the fearless intention to know that it's going to help somebody else. So if you struggle with your marketing at all, whether it's paid or organic, just know that you being fearless in the sense of still showing up and still, contributing that content is what's going to help other people fall in love with your brand, buy from you, or also see the value that you offer if you're a service provider, right? So don't be afraid of that. So today's going to be a little bit shorter, but if you guys have any marketing questions or have any questions on being fearless in your marketing, please drop them down in the comments because I love to answer them for you. And I'd love to answer them on the replay. But we are super busy here, so I'm going to cut this short until those of you drop some questions down. I will be back. But I appreciate you guys for this quick Q&A. Next week will be another Q&A like this, and then the third week of every month is when we do our training. So I'm going to do a poll again because I did one the last training that seemed to work well. I'll do another poll asking you what you guys would like that full training to be on, and then we can dive into that in 2 weeks. So I hope you guys are having a great start to your March. Again, the last month of Q1 of 2022. Crazy. And I hope you guys are, really living in your business and really looking at all the stuff that you've done and all the things you've accomplished, and been proud of yourself, right? Like give yourself the props that you deserve, even if things aren't going well. You're continuing to wake up and you're continuing to work hard, and that's all that matters. So with that being said, I will let you all go. I hope you have a great rest of your week. Thank you all so much, and I'll chat with you soon. Bye, guys.